Your new 7 Series is a product of BMW's unfaltering commitment to excellence and passionate enthusiasm for driving. With its exhilarating power, effortless response, sumptuous comfort, and innovative safety technologies, the 7 Series represents the pinnacle of BMW luxury performance achievement. This video and the quick check guide that comes with it have been prepared to help you derive the most pleasure, safety, and reliability from your car. To find a particular section in the video, simply look it up in the quick check guide. The time code provided will make it easy for you to quickly find the correct section in the tape. Advanced Security. The security systems in your new 7 Series are highly advanced in order to help protect you, your passengers, and your vehicle. Your BMW is equipped with coded drive-away protection, a sophisticated key and lock system that can make theft more difficult. In its first year, this unique BMW system was associated with an 80% decrease in theft losses. The key is equipped with a tiny transponder, which stores a random electronic code transmitted by an antenna in the ignition switch. Each time the car is started, this random code is changed. The next time the car can only be started if the key matches the new code.
You will have received a set of keys consisting of a master key, a duplicate key, a valet key, and a spare to be kept in a safe place. The valet key may be used to open the doors and turn on the ignition, but it cannot be used to unlock the trunk or glove compartment. The microprocessor technology in your new vehicle enables you to store certain preferences in the car's memory, and some of these are specific to each remote control key. When you open the door of your BMW after unlocking it with one of the remote control master keys, the key memory can reset the driver's seat and climate control to the positions they were in the last time that particular remote was used. Colored decals are provided to help you identify the remotes. Each key's user can make several choices, and your BMW Center will enter these preferences into key memory. For example, having the vehicle lock automatically once it's in motion, and choosing to unlock all the doors at once instead of just the driver's door first. The car memory allows you to store several more security preferences, which apply regardless of which key is used. If you prefer, you can have the daytime running lights come on whenever the ignition is started, and you can have the exterior lights flash when the alarm system is armed. The choice is yours. Your new vehicle incorporates pathway lighting. To activate, simply pull the headlamp flasher turn indicator stalk toward you after turning off the car. The headlights and interior lights will come on for added security as you leave your car, and will go out automatically after 40 seconds.
Let's begin with the key head remote. It can be operated at a distance up to 50 feet, and you don't have to have the car in your sight at the time. There are 3 buttons on the remote: unlock, lock, and trunk. To unlock only the driver's door, the fuel filler door, and disarm the security system, press the unlock button. To unlock the rest of the doors and the trunk, press this button a second time. If on a hot day you want to open the windows and sunroof before getting in, simply hold down the unlock button on the remote after you've pressed it. In a second or two, the windows and the sunroof will start to open. Continue to hold the button down. You may prefer to use the key instead of the remote. To unlock only the driver's door and fuel filler door, insert the key fully into the lock and turn it once to the left. Turn one more time in a counterclockwise direction, and you'll release the locks on all the other doors and the trunk. Afterward, return the key to the vertical position to remove it. To lock the car with the remote, press the round button that looks like the BMW logo. With the key, simply make one turn to the right. Never lock the car with the key or remote if someone plans to stay in the car. Instead, have them use the inside lock button, located here on the center console. If somebody opens any one of the doors from the inside, the others stay locked. The fuel filler door remains unlocked when this button is activated, so that you may wait in the car with a greater feeling of security while an attendant fills the gas tank.
When the car is locked, you can turn on the interior lights by pressing the lock button.
This can help you locate your car in a parking lot at night.
To open the trunk, press the trunk button on the remote, or press the release button under the instrument panel on the left side. Or if the trunk isn't locked, just push in the lock. If the car is locked, using the trunk button on the remote or the release switch won't unlock the doors, and the trunk will lock again automatically when the lid closes. When you close the trunk, there's no need to use a lot of force. Just close it gently, and it'll be drawn down electrically. Another useful security feature is the car's panic alarm, which you can activate intentionally by pressing and holding down the trunk button. It's easy to deactivate by pressing the unlock button.
The security system on your new 7 Series includes a motion detector and a tilt sensor. If you wish to turn off these functions, press the lock button 2 times in succession, or simply lock the car twice with the key. Your car is equipped with a built-in programmable universal transmitter, which you may use to conveniently replace up to 3 handheld transmitters for garage doors and gates. If your vehicle has optional BMW brake-resistant glass, avoid using harsh cleaners or solvents on inside window surfaces, and do not apply stickers to the inside of the window glass.
Here's another feature which can be very useful. By turning the key clockwise and holding it in the lock, you can close the windows and the sunroof from outside the car. You haven't forgotten to close everything up.
To implement a private 4-digit security code, turn the key to the first position. Select Code from the Onboard Navigation System menu. Turn the knob to input the first digit in your personal code. Then press to confirm. Do this for all 4 digits. Then turn the ignition key to position 0 and remove the key. Next time you want to start the car, turn the key to position 1. Re-enter your private code. If you make an error, highlight Change and press. Use the knob to confirm or correct each digit in the code once again. Then press to deactivate the security code. When code has been activated, the engine cannot be started. If the code is re-entered incorrectly 3 times, or there are 3 attempts to start the car without re-entering the code, an alarm will sound for 30 seconds. Follow the emergency deactivation procedure outlined in the owner's handbook.
Driving comfort. Using a combination of computers and craftsmanship, BMW's designers imbued the 7 Series with dynamic lines and graceful elegance as a reflection of the car's personality.
The exterior only reflects a part of its inner beauty. The interior plays a dramatic role in people's understanding of how wonderful this car is, and therefore an acceptance of beauty with a capital B, not just pretty. Pretty comes and goes. Beauty, true beauty, remains over years. And that's what we want to achieve. And naturally, it's not just inside the car behind the steering wheel. It's under the hood. It's in the trunk. It's the unexpected moment when you come around the corner and you see your car in the parking lot because the car moved away next to it, and now you can see it with this light on it like that. Well, I haven't seen it. Ooh.
The front seat adjustment buttons resemble the shape of the seat. To modify the position of the seat, grasp the large rectangular button. Pushing it forward moves the seat closer to the wheel. Pulling it toward the rear moves the seat further back. The rear part of this large button controls the height of the seat. Lift with your fingers or push down with your thumb. The front of the rectangular button controls the tilt of the seat cushion. Lift to tilt away from the wheel and push to tilt the seat toward the wheel. The smaller button to the rear of the rectangular one controls the angle of the seat back and the height of the headrest. Twist the button in one direction to recline the seat and in the other to pull the seat back up straighter. Press down or push up from below to change the height of the headrest. You can vary the firmness and height of the lumbar support, providing comfort to the lower back area, especially on long drives. Press the forward arrow for firmer lumbar support. Press the rearward arrow for softer support. Press the higher arrow to move the lumbar support higher up the backrest. Press the lower arrow to move the lumbar support down.
If your car is equipped with comfort seats, use this rocker switch to control the angle of the upper portion of the backrest. If your 7 Series has active comfort seats, pressing this button can help reduce stiffness and fatigue by subtly exercising your spine and hip muscles. On the 750IL, when a rear seatbelt is fastened, the corresponding headrest moves up automatically. The position of the headrest can then be modified with this button here. Rear seats are adjustable also. You can change the tilt of the backrest with this button here. Controls for lumbar support operate the same way as the front seat controls. If your car has electrically adjustable contour sport seats, press this button to adjust the thigh support.
The center armrest contains 3 compartments. The middle tray may become the location for installation of the BMW integrated cellular telephone, and a release under the front moves the armrest back and forth. The rear armrest contains an ample storage compartment. Located just above the center of the back seat is another compartment, which contains a first aid kit. The backs of the front seats have storage space, and in the 740IL and 750IL, the rear doors have an additional covered storage compartment. The glove box contains a flashlight held in a charging socket, so it's always ready for use.
Now let's adjust the mirrors for optimum vision. First, select either right or left mirror using the switch on the driver's door. Then move the round adjuster switch until the mirror is in the correct place. To perform the same adjustment on the other mirror, first move the switch to the other side. The right side mirror automatically tilts down when you select reverse gear to optimize rear vision, provided that this switch is in the driver's side mirror position. If the switch is in the passenger side mirror position, this function is turned off. The inside rear view mirror automatically darkens to reduce glare at night. But when you're reversing the car, the mirror will lighten up to give you greater vision.
You'll find the stalk for adjusting the steering wheel on the lower left. Push or pull to telescopically adjust the wheel. Move the stalk up and down to modify its tilt.
For added convenience, the steering wheel automatically tilts up and away when you're ready to exit the car.
There's a memory system to capture 3 comprehensive settings for the seat, outside mirrors, and steering wheel. Once you've found the right positions for your individual comfort, store them in the car's memory. To do this, first make sure that the key in the ignition is turned to the second position.
Press the memory button located on the driver's door. The button will light up. Then press button 1, 2, or 3.
To recall your personal setting after another driver has made changes, simply press the appropriate button when you open the door before getting into the car.
The 7 Series has a high-performance automatic climate control system because a comfortable and alert driver is an important component of active driving safety. To turn on the system, use the switch marked with a fan. Separate temperature controls are provided for the driver and front passenger, with the temperatures displayed in the little windows. Press up or down to vary. Separate blower speeds are controlled by the switches underneath. To direct airflow to the windshield, face, or footwell, select one of the buttons or press all 3 to divide the air distribution between them. Or press Auto, and the system will determine air distribution automatically. Driver and front passenger can make their own individual selections.
To help prevent windows from fogging in cool, damp weather, press the upward-facing arrow.
And air will be blown upward on both sides. The defrost button makes defrosting easy. Simply press. Next to it, you'll find the rear window defogger and the air conditioning button. To the right is the air recirculation button. Press once to choose automatic air recirculation, in which the system will recirculate filtered interior air for up to 12 minutes if an excess level of outside pollutants is detected in the environment. Or press twice to choose manual air recirculation. To avoid the possibility of fogging the windshield in damp weather, the air conditioning should be turned on if either the manual or automatic recirculation function is selected. In hot weather, press the max AC button to cool the interior as rapidly as possible. In cold weather, pressing this button blows warm air into the passenger compartment after the engine has been turned off.
It helps keep the interior comfortable during short stops on winter trips. The temperature and blower speed of air to the rear compartment can be varied via the 2 wheel-type controls at the rear of the center console.
The infrared reflecting windshield has been designed to reduce heat caused by the sun's radiation. There are 2 sections of the windshield where you can position transmitting devices, a larger area behind the rear view mirror and a smaller area near the base of the windshield.
BMW provides several standard and optional features to help you cope with winter weather. Outside mirrors are heated automatically.
If your car is equipped with heated front seats, you can choose between high, medium, and low temperature using the driver and passenger controls just above the cup holders. The rear seats on the 750iL are heated with the controls located here.
Controls. At BMW's Research and Development Center, engineers, ergonomic specialists, and safety experts aim to exceed the highest standards for safety, performance, and reliability. All systems, parts, and controls in your vehicle undergo extensive durability testing. This chassis has to endure hundreds of hours of torturous shaking. This axle is driving every corner and straightaway of the awesome Nürburgring racetrack at racing speeds. And these components can withstand vibration, heat, and cold beyond anything you are likely to encounter in the real world.
To engage the adaptive transmission control, press the release button you can feel on the forward side of the shift grip and select D. If you prefer sport mode, which shifts at higher RPMs, move the selector to 4. To hold the car in first and second gear in special circumstances, such as on steep hills, select 2. The little switch next to the shift lever can be moved
Back to M for manual shifting, or forward to A for automatic. Unlike in many automatic transmissions, manual in the BMW 7 Series means you stay in your selected gear until you decide it's time to shift. If your 7 Series incorporates STEPTRONIC transmission, you can select D for adaptive transmission control, but you can also shift manually. First, move the lever into the MS area of the shift gate to select the Sport program. The transmission will shift at higher RPMs and will only shift up as far as 4th gear. As soon as you move the lever in the plus or minus direction, you engage manual mode. Move the selector forward to shift up through all 5 gears. Move it back to shift down. Electronic damping control is a sophisticated system of electronically controlled shock absorbers which further enhance the remarkable balance between smooth riding comfort and handling ability. If your car is equipped with electronic damping control, press the button marked EDC to experience a more performance-oriented suspension. The green light will indicate that the sport setting has been selected. Press again when you wish to return to the comfort program.
The power sunroof has one-touch operation, so you don't have to take your hands off the wheel for long. Locate the overhead button. One firm push toward the rear will open the sunroof all the way, and a firm push toward the front will close the sunroof. Now, press up on the middle of the switch, and the rear of the sunroof will tilt up to enhance ventilation. Push on this button when the roof is fully open to go to the tilt position. Windows are one touch up and down. To halt the progress of a window,
Simply press the switch a second time.
a rectangular button on the driver's door disables the rear window switches. After the car's been turned off, windows can be raised and lowered until one of the front doors is opened.
This switch activates the power-operated rear window shade. Passengers can also shade themselves with the sun blinds, which can be pulled up easily and secured on each side window.
BMW has mounted several key functions on the wheel to reduce the driver's need to take hands off the wheel and eyes off the road in the interests of active driving safety.
To use the cellular telephone, begin by pressing the RT button with your left thumb, second from the bottom. If you need to look up the number from your one-touch memory, use the search buttons marked with arrows here and here to recall the names and numbers you've stored. Having selected the number, press the bottom button with your left thumb to begin your hands-free call. To raise or lower the volume, press the plus and minus buttons. The same buttons perform nearly the same functions for the audio system. The arrow buttons search up and down, and the plus and minus buttons control the volume. This works the same for CDs if you've selected the CD changer from the menu on the console monitor, and for cassettes if you've already inserted a tape.
The right side of the multifunction steering wheel is primarily devoted to cruise control. The only exception is the lowest button, which, depending on your car's equipment, operates the air recirculation or the heated steering wheel. To set the cruise control, first turn on the system by pressing the 10 button located here on the steering wheel. The illuminated cruise control symbol in the display will activate. To maintain your speed, tap the second button from the top, indicated with a plus sign.
Each successive tap on the plus sign increases your speed by 0.6 miles per hour, and holding the switch down will increase speed steadily. The minus button can be tapped to reduce speed in 0.6 mile per hour segments, and holding the switch down decreases your speed steadily.
Should you wish to interrupt the cruise control, tap the 10 button once.
Cruise control will be interrupted automatically when you apply the brakes, shift into neutral, or your speed increases beyond the selected speed by approximately 10 miles per hour for more than 30 seconds.
With your right thumb, tap the top button when you're ready to resume. To fully switch off the cruise control, press the 10 button until the cruise control symbol is no longer illuminated.
You'll find windshield wipers on a stalk on the right-hand side of the steering wheel. Push up one notch